What's going on today, guys? Tomcat here, and today we're going to be looking at another DLC car, another new DLC car in Forza 5, and that is the Mazda MX5 Cup. Now, this is a stripped-out race version of the NC generation Miata, and what we're going to do is, instead of doing a drift build of it, we're going to first take it out on the track, and we're going to see how it feels completely in stock form, because I haven't touched this car yet, so we're going to go ahead and straight for a test drive, and I'm thinking we're going to go to... I want to actually go to a circuit that I haven't been to in a while, so I'm trying to see. We could do Road Atlanta, but we could also do... We could do Top Gear, we could do... I'm actually thinking I might do Spa-Francorchamps, because I haven't been there in forever, so I might have to do, like, specifically just do a warm-up lap, and then actually start to test the car. But even on a warm-up lap, we should be able to just see somewhat of the character of the car, and see what it's like, because when I saw that this was announced, I thought it was going to be a really good car for online circuit racing, so we'll see if that's true, and we'll see if my assumptions about this car were true as well. So, got a pretty interesting track to deal with, and let's just first look around the cabin, because it is very barren. You can see the side of the seat right there, which is actually awesome that they actually included that, and I'm going to go ahead and see how it sounds before we go. Sounds good. I mean, it does, it's not the craziest sound ever, but it does sound good. So, let's go ahead and see how it does. I mean, the acceleration's not bad. Wow, the brakes are really good. The brakes are really good, and the grip is very nice. Definitely not built to be a straight line car, that's for sure. But then again, when has an MX5, other than the monster Miata, ever been built to be a straight line car? I feel like this car is really going to come alive when we hit the twisty sections. And I mean, even through the first corner, well, not really the first corner, more like the second corner, it felt good. It really did. It feels light. I mean, as you would imagine, coming from an MX5, and I really like this gauge setup. It's really cool. I like the wheel, too. I wish you were able to add wheels like that into whatever car you wanted to in Forza. That would really be nice. If you could do that, that would be really, really cool. Especially, like, if you could put it into a drift car like an old S13 or something. That would be awesome. And it would also make a lot of people really happy, because people really like to put aftermarket wheels into drift cars or circuit cars. Pretty much anything people like to put aftermarket wheels into, so definitely, that would definitely be an awesome thing there if we could actually add aftermarket wheels to whatever car. Not wheels as in, you know, rims, but actual steering wheels to whatever car we wanted. I mean, the tail does come around a little bit, but it's perfectly manageable in stock form like this. I mean, the only upgrades I might do would be whatever. I would do only the upgrades I needed to do in order to get it into a specific class for racing. I wouldn't try and go crazy on power with this car, because obviously it just doesn't need it to be what it's supposed to be. It could, I mean, you could use it with more power, and I mean, you'd obviously need bigger tires for that, but I don't know what that would do to the handling characteristics of this car, because it feels really nice right now. I mean, the chassis is very good, and everything feels light. I mean, that's the thing. I feel like if you added too much to this car, you'd take away the feeling of lightness that you have right now, and that feeling is nice. It's nice to have, because you feel like you can place it really well. And also, when the tail does come out, I'll see if I can get it to do it right here. Just a little bit. When the tail comes out a little bit, it's extremely easy to correct. And I really like the digital gauges. Well, not gauges, more like gauge. But, I mean, it's like laid right over the stock gauges. You ring out every gear, that's for sure. And yes, if you're used to driving things that are more powerful, this will feel underpowered, but if you're also not used to driving something that handles really well, you're going to like it. I think that the only problem that people are going to have with this car when they first try it out is the low power, but, I mean, you'll get used to it after you pass everybody in every single corner. Now, I really want to get a chance to try this car out online, because I feel like it would do really, really well. I feel like it would do really, really well online and in Rivals mode for pretty much whatever grip-focused event I can get it into. But that's definitely something that I want to try with this car. And once I do a little bit of a build on it, and like I said, I'm not going to put very much on it. I probably will only touch the tune a tiny bit, because honestly, it doesn't really need any work done to it. Just maybe a little tiny bit of work, but just to make it to my specifications. But other than that, it doesn't really need anything on it. That's the thing with this car. It doesn't really need that much done to it at all to be extremely formidable in circuit racing. So definitely going to be trying this car out online, because I feel like it's got a ton of potential. And again, with the brakes, I mean, just slowing down is not only easy, but very responsive. And the way the back end comes around is nice, because it's not so much that it slows you down, but it's enough that it's there and you feel it, but it doesn't slow you down that much. Like, it doesn't send you into this insane drift every time you do it. See if I can hit one more, well, not one more lap, but finish this lap and see if I can finish it well. And this is actually kind of a big change for me. With some of the circuit cars that I normally use, the average horsepower is well above 500, so using something like this, yeah, it's different, and if you're used to using extremely high-powered cars, especially for circuit racing, it will be a change for you too, but it is nice because it gives you more time to adjust to everything, and it gives you more time to, it kind of gives you more time to think, almost, which, I mean, is a nice thing. It's a nice thing when it gives you more time to think, and if you want to, you know, whip the rear end out and get some oversteer out of it, you can. I mean, let me see if I can do it up here. Didn't touch the e-brake once. Didn't touch the e-brake once, and the back end came around a little bit. So you don't really need to do that much to get it sideways. You just need to upset the balance a little bit, and the rear end will come around. I mean, yeah, you're not going to be able to really power slide it all that much, because you're dealing with, oh gosh, quite a bit less than 200 horsepower, I think. I don't remember the exact horsepower number right off the top of my head, but I do know it's quite a bit less than 200, so it's built to grip, but what it's built for, it does it well. I mean, a little bit of power on the exit, and you're good to go. I was like, you know what, I'm going to shut up and take a corner, and it doesn't have any drama. I mean, you floored, and then just on the brakes, down through the gears, and it just does what you want it to do. Oh, God. Yeah, that was my fault, not the car. I overcorrected. That was my fault. And the thing is, you can save yourself from situations like that, because if we were in something with a whole lot more power, we would have been in the wall. You know, we would have been in the wall, and definitely wouldn't have been able to recover quite as quickly. But as a car that's got a lot of potential for circuit racing, this one definitely does. Maybe even for drifting. I might do a little bit of a build related to drifting later on in the future, but I definitely want to try this car out online at some point. So if you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave me a like. Tell me in the comment section down below what you guys thought of it. And if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Talk to you guys later.